Oh, I'm so lost.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you.
So, for those... Kendall took away my one duty. That's to do the announcement.
Well,
What?
you still did. It's just now
Yeah, but
pre-recorded and used streamlined.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This is our 20th episode of Unexplained YouTube.
It's a double feature, folks.
Of sorts. One of our fans, a very nice fan, a nice, respectable fan who comments nicely on everything, Poam22 sent us something to talk about this week. I don't know if that's not weekly. This time. See, here's the thing. What makes him a great fan, here we go, is he comments nicely and he's respectful. And, he can respect the humor and he realizes that, everything we say isn't serious. Really, it's gotten to the point when I click on comments and it says notification for a comment on sewer monsters, my heart sinks because everything on that board, I delete a lot of it, but everything on that board is so it's so trollish. It's like, guys, come on, lighten up. Anyway, so Poam22 sent us a message that says that it's basically these things are called duendes, right, Kendall? And what does duende mean?
Duende es española for elf.
Elf.
It's Spanish for elf. Also Portuguese for elf. Go figure.
We ain't talking about Will Ferrell shit, motherfucker.
Man. We talking like Keebler motherfuckers who like hide out in dark places.
Yeah, and we don't know what they do in those dark places, but they do.
Well, they're elves. They freaking. How do you think the morning dew gets on the grass? That's like elf piss.
So I'm gonna set the tone with a story that Poam22 sent us.
Right.
A kind of a creepy story.
Followed by a video that he sent us.
A few videos.
This video is comprised of like 3 or 4 videos. One of them that we were actually going to cover, but since it's already jammed in this one,
and good find, because we hadn't seen a lot of these before.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Poam22.
So we're going to kill all these birds with one big unexplained YouTube stone.
Here we go.
We're going to throw Scotty at the birds. God help us all.
Can you throw them, really?
Well, we're going to kind of like get a forklift. We're going to get like a fleet of forklifts and just kind of roll him on his side.
It's easier to catch the birds and just throw them into his mouth.
God dang. Don't even fry them. Just right in there.
So, Poam22 sends us this. I hear this lady at my church talking to these other woman and her daughter, about seeing this little man in their house. The story goes that the woman was walking past her restroom to her daughter's room, turned and saw what looked like a gnome standing there looking at her. Okay, that's creepy. She didn't immediately freak out or anything, but kind of, she kind of questioned, like, oh, I didn't just see that. And she kind of snapped herself back to reality, as you should, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you just saw a gnome. You don't want that to be real.
No.
She continues to walk into her daughter's room. Still puzzled by what she saw, her daughter, who is about 14, notices her mother's expression and asks her what's the matter. When her mother says nothing, the daughter replies, "Did you just see the little man in the restroom?" Oh, God. At this point, the woman freaks and runs out of the home and calls her husband to come over and pray, yada, yada. Freaky thing about this is her daughter wasn't shocked at all. A friend of mine looked this up, and apparently they're called duendes. Basically little gnomes who originate from Spain or something, Mexico. The word is Spanish, right?
Yes.
And it's also, what's the other one?
Portuguese.
Portuguese, okay. This lady isn't a liar and would have no reason, from what I can tell, to spread stories like this. I have to say, though, her daughter's a little weird, so maybe whatever it was attracted to that. Check it out, and they send the video. So, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good, creepy story, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is right up our alley. And, of course, he sends these videos, which we're going to talk about now. The first one is pretty well known. I just read the story, so I'll let you go on about this a little bit.
Well, this is the one where the 3 or 4 kids are like, being kids, Mexican kids in the street, you know, talking, oh, rah, 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 you know. And it's night, so of course it's going to have bad video quality, and of course it's Mexico, so the biggest camera resolution you get out of there is like 8 megapixels. But anyway.
Wow. That was the shit in 1998.
Yeah, it was. Check out the 4 megapixels. Damn. You can almost tell that's a boob. And so they pan towards the street, and then all of a sudden, this little like thing comes out of the fucking like the left side of the screen, and he starts doing the fucking like truffle shuffle, and the kids do the natural thing and freak the fuck out and run away.
Because it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, to be honest, I don't know why these things are so scary, because what are they going to do? But they are. I don't get it.
But it's something that we don't know about, therefore, by nature, we fear it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I saw something like that near my bed, I would just, like, hit it in the head with my gun. I wouldn't even shoot it. I just hit it repeatedly, because it freaked me out.
You know what Steve Irwin would do?
Poke it with a stick?
He'd go after that little bastard.
Oh, what a beauty. Danger, danger, danger.
In Gnome World, they would have videos of Steve Irwin, like paranormal videos of him.
Oh, God. Yes.
Like, it'd be a bunch of little gnomes, like at a picnic or something. Then you see Steve Irwin jump from bush to bush.
Tell Bobo what you saw.
And then they have, like, EVP recordings, like, Kawaii. I think this is Steve Irwin. Anyway, yeah. So that's the first video.
Yeah.
And
see, the big thing about this video is it doesn't look CG. It looks pretty fluid. And like other videos that I looked up that were in the related search, I mean, you can tell it's just someone with a hoodie pulled over their knees and they're scooting along, you know, and their arms are not proportionate. But this thing's arms are proportionate, the legs are proportionate, everything fits, and that's what really scares me because, I mean, it's not like a baby with a pointy hat dancing. No, it's too coordinated for that. So, I mean, I really don't know what this is.
Yeah, it's definitely creepy. And it does look pretty organic.
Yeah, and now the next video is which one, Max?
The next video it's like, I'm not too sure what they're doing.
Aren't they dribbling a soccer ball?
No.
Okay.
They could be. Shit, I don't know. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're sitting in a circle in a garage or something. Yeah, it looks like they're sitting in a circle in a garage. I cannot tell what they're doing, to be honest. Just sitting around. But over behind them, there's a ladder leaning on the wall, it looks like. And over behind them, you see something moving. Are you looking now, Kendall?
Yeah, just to reconfirm, because I got my videos mixed up.
Yeah, they're kind of moving. Something back there is moving. And you can tell the camera guy is aware of it, because he keeps zooming in. And then it fucking bolts across the back wall.
Oh, yeah, they're just chilling out in the cellar looking thing. Oh, yeah, and, you know, you even see it move, and then it gets the camera's guy attention.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting up its gumption to haul ass.
Yeah, it's looking at them, like, seeing if it can make it.
Yeah.
And then finally it realizes it's being looked at, and it just hauls ass, and everybody freaks.
Yeah, as they should. That one looks pretty good. I mean, I honestly think that could be done with something on a string or something.
Yeah.
But for what it is, it looks pretty good.
Then the next video is some guy hacky sacking. You know, good for him. Bup.
Were you ever good at hacky sack?
Hell no.
Me neither.
White man can't dance, dude.
Dude, Ed, he could hacky sack a motherfucker off.
Yeah, he could. Well, actually, Adley's pretty good at hacky sack too.
Yeah. Well, when you got nothing to do, okay.
And then finally, at the end of the video, behind a picture frame that's leaning against a wall in the right-hand side of the screen, like something gets spooked because the guy's walking towards it, and it just hauls ass, and then he trips, and it turns into America's Funniest Home Videos because he just kind of takes a dive.
Yeah, it's funny as hell.
This one, it's really hard to tell. It looks like it could be a small cat or something on a string being pulled really fast.
Yeah.
The next video, these kids are playing...
The soccer ball.
Yes, playing with the soccer ball.
Yeah.
And then there's like something kind of leaning against the wall.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it the whole video.
Yeah.
It's over. There's a window or something right there. Some sort of source of light in the middle of the frame. And then down, look at the floor, and then to the left, you can see it halfway in between the dark object in the corner and halfway between the source of light. There's this little pointy thing sticking up, and keep watching, and then that thing moves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually pretty good. It looks like it actually stands up and turns and hobbles across.
Right, but at the same time, this can be done. This shot, notice how the angle is pointing down, so you can't really... It's, like someone standing on a stoop looking down towards the lawn.
Yeah.
To kind of get the roof of the building out of shot.
Yeah.
So this could be done with a puppet. And there's even
definitely.
a shadow. It looks like a shadow. It could be a tree branch, but you seeing... do you see it too? There's like a shadow up on the wall.
I do.
Kind of above where this thing is.
Yeah.
And the shadow seems to move when the creature moves too.
Yeah.
Or it could just be a bug on the lens, honestly.
Yeah, I mean...
It's really hard to tell what exactly this is.
To me, the best one out of these videos has to be the first one and the second one.
Yeah.
The third one, where it's the guys with the hacky sack, that looks like just something being yanked across the floor to me.
Yeah, honestly, and I have another video for you to look at. And this one's obviously fake. It's just like a toy being dragged along to scare a friend. It's a prank setup to scare this guy sitting in his lawn chair, guarding nothing.
Yeah.
In his camis. Anyway, but you can tell by its motion how janky it is. It's just a toy being pulled by a string.
Yeah. Rather two strings on each leg or each side of the pedestal that it's on.
Yeah.
And they're pulling it one at a time to make it look like it's kind of walking.
Yeah, and you can tell it's not organic. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that the arms don't. It just doesn't. Yeah, doesn't have that.
It doesn't look real.
No.
That's if these are real at all.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
because the fact is that none of these videos are very good quality at all.
Well, most of them come from,
where they don't have anything. No. They have things. I'm kidding, but
they got beer.
Yeah, they have hacky sacks apparently and soccer.
And soccer.
Balls.
Well, yeah.
So they fucking master that shit.
Well, I'm not gonna get into third world country debates right now, but yeah, that's what you do when you have nothing else.
Oh, God. How you doing, Kendall?
Pretty racist. Think I'm going to hell.
So yeah,
better go repent.
Yeah, but my point being is that none of these are really good quality.
Yeah, but then again, there's not really a good quality Bigfoot video out there either, or really anything video for that matter.
Well, true, but it just seems like it's just that these are so grainy. Even the Patterson footage on the Bigfoot, you can see pretty well.
You can see boobage on that Bigfoot.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that's good quality.
You can see muscles flexing in its leg, for God's sakes.
Whether it's pro or against Bigfoot, however you decide, it's good quality. These are just so grainy, you can't tell if you want to think it's real or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so...
But it's up to you to decide really whether